Hi guys, this is Rahul. I'm here to review today Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Let me actually give you a bit review about when Samsung actually came up and launched this entire category in 2011. So 2011 actually Samsung came through. A lot of people were saying people are struggling with their 4.3 large screen devices, where Samsung launched Note as a category altogether, which actually 5.3 inches as such, and now we have as a 5.7 in fact. The beautiful part is Samsung has believed in the entire category. Everyone was saying that it's a weird category. People were actually having doubts with the entire thing called a stylus, which Samsung calls as SPen. But right now, what we really believe is Samsung has believed in this category. It's a new form factor which Samsung has believed in. And what Samsung has actually gone out here is a perfect piece of technology. Now, what we see out here is absolutely built with specs amazingly well. We have everything upgraded. There's upgraded design, there's upgraded chipset, there's upgraded camera, there are a host of new sensors on the entire device, and you see the design looks just brilliant. Now, let me also talk about AMOLED display. A lot of people had this apprehension about AMOLED display because you can see green and blue color in the previous AMOLED versions have been very dominating. Now, this is because of the color correction, but what we see right now is Samsung with Galaxy Note 4 has done the color correction brilliantly well. If I have to talk about the delta color correction, it's actually 3.2, right? And if I have to see, this is the grayscale color correction, and if you see the real color correction is actually around 2.26. Now the color correction is rated in the scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the most least amount of color which actually a human eye can actually see, and 5 being the highest. Now at this scale rating of delta, Samsung display is actually one of the best. One more thing which Samsung actually has got is got the color warmth correct and perfectly well. It has 6500 Kelvin warmth temperature actually which actually comes out there. So which we see a very warm color. So it's not dominated by the typical cliched AMOLED blue and green display, but we have as a vibrant, stunning, dynamic, beautiful display packed with the amazing metal framing all around it. Now let's actually have a look at the overall camera. So we have a camera out here and we have a 16 megapixel camera around there. This device is exactly for people who really love Galaxy S but they want more out of it. Now what you also see is a host of new sensors. For example, there's a heart rate sensor out there, but you can also use the entire sensor to actually go and take selfies. It's actually very easy to shoot selfie when you do your entire hand out there, correct? So that's a very nice thing. I think one of the competition also have a similar kind of setup where you actually can tap on the back and actually go and take the selfie. So I think this is a quite amazing feature which actually Samsung has got. Another thing which I really want to talk about is the amazing focus of Samsung on software. Samsung has very been focused on the hardware part throughout. But with this device, I think Samsung has done lots of stuff on the software very well. We can see amazing TouchWiz UI. If you go down, this can actually be called as a toggle down. You can actually do everything right from the display itself. The icons are really flat and the colors are very minimalistic. Now I love the way Samsung has actually gone ahead and also refined something which you use a lot. Samsung has actually also fixed the phone, the messaging and the calendar app very well. Let me actually take you inside the messaging app. It looks a lot refined. If you actually go inside and if you want actually to go and create a new message, and let's have a look at the keyboard as well. Now, it's one of the possibly best keyboards which you can see which comes by an OEM already installed. A lot of people actually go out for various other third-party keyboards as well. But I think the width between the keyboards is kind of quite nice. And with large thumbs and typical Indian large thumbs, it's very easy to actually go and type and do whatever stuff that we want to do around. A very important feature before actually we come to, which is SPen, the beautiful 551 pixel density. Now, this is the best pixel density which the entire category Samsung has actually gotten to. We also have seen the fake stitching which actually came in Note 3 has actually gone out. The build quality is quite nice. I can actually take out the back cover without any fear that actually kind of broke down. So the build quality is actually quite nice. We see a large battery out there. You can actually hotspot the memory card as well. And you do have to take out your battery to actually hotspot the SIM card in the entire device. We know a lot about the hardware specs, right? So this is 2.7 gigahertz Snapdragon quad-core processor, which is backed by 420, the entire GPU unit as well. There's one very important feature which Samsung has really actually gone and fixed aside. It is the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor, which I tried right now, really works very well. Now I can use the fingerprint sensor to log into websites. I can use a fingerprint sensor to actually not entering my passwords and username again and again. And I can also use fingerprint sensor to launch various applications by using various hands as well. I think that's a very important feature on the software which Samsung has built inside, which I think is very, very highly appreciated. So with the cutting edge configuration, the good part is the entire layout. So the software actually lets you go inside the camera. Well, let's have a look at the camera in fact. The camera is of course very, very fluidic, but let's actually have a look at the selfie modes possibly. So we have a wide angle selfie. You can also go ahead and download various kinds of modes which you want. That's a very new feature which actually Samsung has focused on software. So guys, in this review, what I'm really focusing on is the Samsung focus of software, which we actually always thought that Samsung will actually go and give us the best of the hardware specs around. But this is an amazing focus on the software, the stunning display which actually Samsung has come across. So let's have a look at the possible in native which actually comes packed with the piece, and these are animated photos, sports shots, sequence shot, food shots, surrounding shots and sound and shot. These are some incredibly feature which Samsung has exactly gone on the selfie mode. Now I think there's a new concept called Wi-Fi, right, which is we selfie, which is a lot of people taking pictures together. I think Samsung will, Galaxy Note 4, typically this device will do a very, very important part in taking that kind of feature ahead. So we will be seeing a lot of Wi-Fis now. Now let me actually show you SPen. I think SPen works fabulously. When you look at the SPen, I think is built quite nice. Look at the beautiful way the entire air command comes. Now SPen has a lot of feature. The best part is it has become more visibly accurate. It has double the amount of accuracy and the touch sensitivity which exactly Samsung has got, right? So if I click on an air command, it's actually I can go ahead and write various things on the entire phone. Let me actually try and show you writing a small signature. It really feels like a signature. When you write from a Note SPen on a Galaxy Note device, it is absolutely stunning and fantastic. So resolution is very, very important part. Another feature which Samsung actually has got on the software part is the way beautifully you can use your phone like computer. Now why not? This again packs a 2.7 quad-core gigahertz processor with in fact a 450 dedicated graphical unit. It's very, very important to use this entire power packed inside the phone into the right amount of softwares. So I think multitasking is a great feature which exactly we have got. So you can actually go ahead and you can snap down various categories as such. So I'm on a contact and I want to snap down the contact part, go on a camera and I again want to snap down camera. I can actually move all these kind of various features around it. Let me again resize. This is where Samsung has come into the software feature where you can use mobile device or a phablet as actually a computer as such. Let's actually see some more features. It's very easy to actually go ahead and cancel these kind of pop-ups, and I think multitasking is a very important part which was missing on mobile device or which was not very easy to use on mobile device. Multitasking was always there typically on the Android phones, but this has made it fabulously easy. So I think it's a brilliant piece which exactly Samsung has kind of got to us. A very neat part which I want to show you is how beautifully the recent apps is now displayed as such. It's a very beautiful configuration. The best part is so fluidic. Let me actually go to the home screen. Let me actually try it and go to the various sections of the entire home screen navigation as such. It is just simply fluidic. And because there is no lag, it is very amazing to actually use the phone in various kind of ways as well. The calendar, the small tweaks in the software on the camera is again very amazing. You know, a lovely 16 megapixel from camera from Galaxy S5 has actually been perfected in the Note 4. I think it's a latest handset. It has incredibly capable camera. It has a very intuitive swipe. It has a stunning display. It has an amazing vibrancy inside it and is beautifully accurate as well. You know, it comes with some of the very clever tics. So basically, it's the best productivity tool that you can have with you as a student, as a creative person, as a business person, as a mom, or even as a kid as well, right? You know, with this space stuff camera, I think it has stolen my heart because the way images were coming up, even when I was zooming inside the entire image, I think it was quite nice. Because a lot of time, you take a picture and you really want to go ahead and you want to snap out a certain part which you really want to actually go and showcase. The image distortion was very, very minimal when exactly I saw it out here. So I think Note 4 Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy Note 4 is another very, very smooth progression in the entire Note 4 line. The good part is you can take photos out of text, you can make annotation, you can convert them into digital form, you can also even go and edit them. The S Health has gone ahead in an amazing, amazing way as well. Now the S Health also measures the UV radiation. S Health also measures the oxygen saturation in your blood. I'm not sure that how many people actually will kind of go and use the entire part, but I think it's a very amazing, trusting focus on software. You know, with a brilliant device, a brilliant display, a brilliant SPen feature, it's quite not very heavy as such, and especially with a varied use of SPen as a mouse and using the power of phone very, very well is very important. A lot of people told me, why do you need this amazing, huge processors in your phone when you just have to make a call or do WhatsApp or Facebook? But a lot of us people don't do that. Even if we do 10 things at the same time. So this processor is stunningly amazing, delivers the result, but especially the display and the build quality is the king. Hi guys, signing off. This is Rahul Avasthy. I tweet at rahul.1 and I also blog at bit.ly/Rahul Avasthy, which is RAHULAVASTHY. Do tweet back with the overall pros of this stunning, beautiful device, good-looking multitasker, geeky, yet professional, yet business, yet personal device. I think it emotionally touches my heart.